But how many of y'all actually know where the mustard on the beat, mustard on the beat, oh?
Mustard on that beat, ho.
How many of y'all knows where that come from? If you don't know, I'm gonna put you on to some hip hop history. That little tagline that Mustard uses, it comes from this YG song called I'm Good. This is a West Coast classic, by the way. The beat doesn't start off with the mustard on the beat hoe tagline. Like that tagline hadn't been created yet. The person who's saying mustard on that beat, oh, that's YG, right?
Mustard on that beat, ho.
But this song doesn't have it because it hadn't been created yet. This is the first time mustard on the beat was said right here. Wait for it.
Mustard on that beat, ho.
Yeah. That was the first time mustard on the beat was said on a record.
The I'm Good song is like a big song in LA. I went in the computer, he already had that song to a whole nother beat. And I just made that beat around it. Look what I did, and that's how we got I'm Good. And at the end of the beat, he's like, mustard on the beat, ho. And I just took that shit, I just started putting that shit on all the beats.
I got to thinking last night, where does DJ Mustard rank as a producer all time? And I was thinking just West Coast, the easiest way to compare him would be to compare him to his peers, other legendary hip hop producers on the West Coast. So I got to thinking, where does DJ Mustard rank against Dr. Dre? Obviously, Dr. Dre, he's done it all as a producer. He's produced for a group. He's dropped his own successful albums, The Chronic, 2001. He's produced just solo albums, The DOC. He's produced for R&B groups. Really, you can only compare Dre to guys like Kanye West. Kanye, who's produced his own album. He's produced for other people. Jay-Z, Benny Siegel, Dipset. He's had hit records. But Mustard ranks pretty high up there. Here's DJ Mustard's production discography. I counted 33 platinum records. That's just what I counted. And some of this stuff, it has to be platinum already. Like You and Your Friends, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, Ty Dolla $ign. That, I mean, it says gold. Maybe Mustard hasn't tried to certify it yet. That's got to be platinum already. That song goes everywhere. You talking about 33, more or less, platinum records. That's insane. And we're talking about not over the, and Mustard is only like what, 30? He's in his 30s, like he's 36, 37. He's 34. So you're talking about 33 platinum records pretty much in only 13, 14 years. That's like 2 platinum records every single year, if not more. And obviously in 2024, Not Like Us, it hasn't been certified. So you're talking really possibly more. You're talking about 35, 40 platinum records once he certifies everything, like the Not Like Us, like Love You Better featuring Wayne, Ty Dolla $ign, The Dream. This was everywhere. This is platinum. This has got to be platinum. Don't Hurt Me, DJ Mustard featuring Nicki Minaj and Jeremiah. That's going to be platinum. So you're talking about 35 to 40 platinum records only since 2011. And only 13 years. And these are huge records. I mean, let's just go over some of them. Rack City. This is probably the first time a lot of you heard DJ Mustard. Rack City featuring Tyga. Rack City, chick.
Rack City.
So that's a huge record. I mean, if that doesn't take you back to a time, whether you were in junior high school, college, this is a huge record. I'm Different. 2 Chainz song, I'm Different. This was 2 Chainz' biggest song when it came out. For a lot of people, this was the very first time they heard 2 Chainz.
I'm different.
2 Chainz, I'm Different. Huge record. We're talking about R.I.P. by Jeezy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though.
R.I.P. we just killed the club.
R.I.P. we just killed the club. And this is just one era. This is all within, everything I've named, it's within 1 year of each other. Headband by B.O.B. A lot of people forget about B.O.B. He had some great records. Airplanes. Headband was one of them.
Then the next strand, better than the
Yeah,
next.
B.O.B. What happened to B.O.B., man? He could really rap too and play instruments. Here's another one. My Header, YG. This is Mustard on the Beat.
Mustard on that beat,
Ride for my motherfucking Paranoid by Ty Dolla $ign. And this is these are all huge records, like dang near #1 records. And a lot of people forget, like, Mustard came up with, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, YG and Ty Dolla $ign. That's who was first. Ty Dolla $ign was producing, and Ty Dolla $ign taught Mustard basically how to produce records. So Ty Dolla $ign is like the nucleus of this. YG, he was really the first artist from the New West to be popular. YG was popular before Kendrick. He was popular before Dom Kennedy, before Tyler the Creator. YG was like first. YG was first. This is one of the first songs I heard by YG. I think Mustard may be on the beat. It's such an old song, but I think Mustard may be on the beat. It's got his rhythm. It's got his tempo. Yeah, I mean, there you go. He said, my name's DJ Mustard. This is probably the very first song I heard from YG or DJ Mustard.
Ain't shit changed. I be on my sidekick every day.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's early DJ Mustard. And here's a song you might have forgot. This is also Mustard on the Beat. Kid Ink and Chris Brown.
Baby,
Me or something. Come on, man. We'll do one more from this era. I just want to take y'all back real quick. This is also, shout out to B.O.B., Mustard on the Beat. I ain't got a phone spending all of my money. Yeah, Mustard, man. So this is all within everything I just played. This is just a year and a half, 2 years at most between each other. So that was the rap stuff, right? But really, if we're gonna rank DJ Mustard amongst the greats like Dr. Dre, like Kanye West, you gotta show just a little bit of range. You can still be a hip hop legend and only produce rap records, but we wanna show you just a little bit of range. You know, you can do a solo artist, you can do a group, you can work with different artists. We just seen that Mustard work with 2 Chainz, to YG, to Ty Dolla $ign. Like, he's worked with so many different people. But what about R&B, right? Can you show your range by doing an R&B song? This is Mustard on the Beat.
why you gotta act so naughty?
Trey Songz, Nah. This is also hit record, 2 times platinum. Tinashe 2 On. This is like Tinashe's coming out party. This is when she got popular. Huge record. And that's featuring Schoolboy Q. Shout out to Tinashe. I think she's from, where's Tinashe from? I'm pretty sure she's from LA. I know she's from like Zimbabwe or something. Oh, she's from Kentucky. Wow. Well, we trying to claim her in LA. Here's another record where DJ Mustard is showing his range. Not just working with the same rappers. We got The Weeknd, Or Not. What up, boss? Another huge record. And we can keep going on and on. I mean, Who Do You Love? This is YG featuring Drake. This is why on Family Matters, Drake thought he could shout out YG. You know who really bang us at? My dude, YG. He thought he could shout YG out because they done this song together. But Mustard on the Beat. Main Chick, Kid Ink featuring Chris Brown. Also platinum. Don't Tell Him, Jeremiah. 5 times platinum. If we're just going off stats, this right here is probably top 3 biggest Mustard songs.
Don't tell him, you ain't, don't tell him.
Yeah. So now we're transitioning about 2015. I Don't Quit You, Big Sean featuring E40. That's 8 times platinum. So this really is Mustard's biggest song. 8 times platinum. Does Mustard have anything else that's 8 times platinum? That record's gonna be diamond in a couple of years if it's not already. Supposed to Be, Omarion, Janae Aiko, the whole little Eat the Booty Like Groceries. This is the song where it comes from.
But you gotta eat the booty like groceries. But you gotta get rid of these hoes for me.
That's Mustard on the Beat. How many of y'all knew that most of these songs were Mustard on the Beat though? Like Be Real, Kid Ink, Dej Loaf. That's actually a really good song by Dej Loaf, Be Real. And then you can see even in between all these big hits, Mustard is still working with his people. Like he's doing records to where he knows these are not going to be huge records, but I'm just doing this for the love of hooping. I'm doing this for the love of ball. Malibu and Helene, he gifted them a record. Jesse J gifted them a record. J.R. Castro gifted them a record. I mean, then he goes on this stint where he's just working with the homies, TC 4800. Then, okay, I want another platinum record. The Fix, Nelly and Jeremiah, Saved, Ty Dolla $ign, E40. I mean, just so many records. Some records y'all might not have even heard. Saved by Ty Dolla $ign and E40.
I ain't gon' save her, gonna get saved. She
Trying to get saved. I mean, record that you might have even forgot. This is how many platinum records he got, man. So this would actually is 9 times platinum. Needed Me by Rihanna. Where we at? Right here. So we can keep going on and on. I Don't feature Mariah Carey. How was that not platinum? Non-album single. That's interesting. Freaky Friday, Lil Dicky and Chris Brown. Y'all can say what y'all want about Lil Dicky. 5 times platinum. Booed Up by LMA. We all love that song. 8 times. So I counted the number of platinum records that Mustard had, and I counted about 33, give or take. But if you actually count how many times Mustard has actually gone platinum, like you count the 5 times, plus the 8 times, plus the 5 times, plus the 6 times, like he's easily has went platinum 100 times. If you just count everything, or if he's not there yet, he's on the way. High Fashion, Roddy Ricch and Mustard, 4 times platinum. Ballin', Roddy Ricch, 7 times platinum. Like in a couple years, I'll say all this to say this, right? All these records, and it's only been since 2011, basically. Like we're basically starting counting in 2011. So it's only been 13 years, 14 years. And Mustard has already almost been platinum 50, 100 times, 33 separate platinum records. And then Not Like Us, we're going to see where Not Like Us ends up ranking in terms of how many times it went platinum. It was a #1 record. It's going to be one of those ones. Like Booed Up by LMA, I think it's going to surpass that. And Needed Me by Rihanna. That's really the standard, because this is Mustard's biggest record. Needed Me by Rihanna. I don't know if did Mustard do the entire beat, or was he just co-producing on it? Because that bass kind of sounds like Mustard. No, that song is produced by Mustard. Co-producers Twice as Nice and Frank Dukes. But then you talking about even this song, Needed Me. Like Mustard's record, he hasn't even been around long enough to really have his huge records go diamond yet. Like it usually takes a cool minute, couple years for a record to go diamond, if it ever goes diamond. So you talking about Needed Me, that's going to be diamond if it's not already. They may need to recertify it, or is that 8 times platinum? So you talking about Booed Up, that's probably going to end up diamond. Not Like Us, I think that's going to end up diamond because that's a West Coast classic. Like Mustard may end up with 2, 3, 4 diamond records. And all of this in such a short amount of time, we have to consider DJ Mustard one of the greatest of all time. And really, we have to rank him against the only person on the West you can really rank him against, which is Dr. Dre. I really like DJ Quick as a producer, but in terms of hit records, if we're considering everything, Quick has hit records, but he doesn't have those transcendent records like Dre and like Mustard have. But I think in terms of talent, DJ Quick is probably the greatest to ever do it on the West Coast. I think the only thing that Mustard even produces his own albums, but I think the one thing he doesn't have is his definitive album. And I think that was supposed to be Faith of a Mustard Seed. I'm not sure how that album did amongst sales and everything, but he doesn't have like that one definitive album. Like Dre has The Chronic, Dre has 2001, Kanye has College Dropout, Late Registration. But I mean, that's fine. That's if we're nitpicking. Like what does these guys have that Mustard doesn't? But once you start comparing him against that caliber of producer, you got to start nitpicking, because the company is also already so great. So it's like a game of inches, like who has just that extra. But I mean, regardless, Mustard has had one of the greatest runs for a producer we've ever seen. Show me another producer who has this catalog in 13 years. Show me another producer who has this catalog in 13 years. I sat here and tried to count each platinum record. I counted about 30, 33. Correct me in the comments if you got 30 minutes to spare, even go and count how many times he's went platinum. Show me another producer who has this catalog in 13 years. And Mustard, it doesn't seem like he's going to be stopping anytime soon. The Not Like Us breathe more life. You can see like Mustard, there was a break from 2020 to 2024. He went 4 times platinum with Roddy Ricch in 2024. But in between that, there's really nothing super notable, right? In terms of hit records compared to before. I don't think before he ever had that long of a break, in terms of not having a platinum record. But Not Like Us just breathed new life into him. We may end up seeing this reign by DJ Mustard go into 2030. You got to consider DJ Mustard one of the greatest producers of all time, period. So what do y'all think? What's y'all favorite DJ Mustard record that went platinum? What's your favorite one from here? Personally, obviously, I like Not Like Us. It's the West Coast classic, but I also like Paranoid, Ty Dolla $ign. And this is the West Coast to me coming out. But I like that Paranoid. And I even like his earlier stuff with YG when I first was hearing YG, PK, Amy. I like that one Don Kennedy song, Let Me Take You on a Day.
Let me take you on a day. We ain't gotta wait.
We ain't gotta wait. Tell me if you got an nigga in a way he can skate.
Tell me if you got an ex nigga in the way he can skate.
I like that one. I'm different. So many. Rack City. What's y'all favorite Mustard song? I think the girls gonna say "Booed Up" by LMA or "Needed Me" by Rihanna. But we'll see though. I don't want to typecast y'all. I don't want to stereotype. So, anyways, that's all I got for today. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.